Come on, boys, let's see them. Mustang Boys, Mustang Red, W, Mustang down, dead. Woo!
Oakdale's a great place to grow up. It's a great place to be a kid, and it's a great place to raise kids. This town comes together like no other town I've ever seen. It's special. It's unique in today's world. This town will defend people in this town even if they don't like them, just because they're from this town. It's a community that truly cares about itself. It's small town USA.
When I was younger, my dad coached here for, I imagine, a little over 20 years, and I saw kind of the impact he made on a lot of the people, and I wanted to come back and kind of do the same thing. I enjoyed working with kids and saw it as a positive experience.
Oakdale football has been coached by an Oakdale alumni since 1959. That means 57 consecutive years our football program has been led by an Oakdale alumnus. That was Dale Clipper, followed by Jim Gilbert, followed by Mike Riley, then myself, and the program's being led now by Trent Merzon.
When I was here as a player, I really thought a lot of my coaches. I still think a lot of my coaches. They had a unique way of loving me, helping me, let me know when I did things wrong, but not really changing my true DNA. They allowed me to be who I was, and they just kind of smoothed out the rough edges.
Really, my love of the game of football is what brought me back into coaching. I really saw football as a tool that maybe better than any other tool that was available to public education, was a tool that could be used to turn boys into men.
We lift weights at 6:15 year round because I believe men get up in the morning. I believe that when it's dark outside and everybody else is sleeping, it's time to get up and go to work.
We're blessed to have a weight room like this and wake up in the morning and have a coach that's actually there. Not only do I want to better myself, but I also want to be there for my teammates. It's a team effort, and it's not the same if not everyone's there. A lot of other schools don't do this. They don't wake up at 5:30 every morning to come work out.
Nobody wants to be here, but we show up because it's what a team does.
Not everybody here can play football here. We ask a lot of our kids, and I get that we ask a lot of our kids. I expect of them what they should expect of me. What that means is I'm going to be here every single day, whether times are good or times are bad. I'm going to be here every single day, and that's what all of our players should expect of me. I truly believe that leaders can never ask more of others than they ask of themselves. I expect all that they have, and I expect them to be all in. I want our kids to understand that they're not in it alone. They're in it together, and they're struggling together.
An Oakdale kind of guy accepts the challenge to get better in all facets of their life, and they try to do that on a daily basis. And then as you accept that challenge, you also have the grit, you also have the perseverance necessary to achieve that goal. It's one thing to try to get better, but when you find difficulty, when you reach difficulty, when you're not being successful, it's easy to quit. Oakdale guys don't quit. Oakdale guys are tenacious. They continue to keep coming, and again, they just simply don't give up on trying to achieve that goal of getting better.
We just truly believe that the measure of a man, the measure of a team, is how you respond when things aren't going well, not how you're responding when things are going well. Regardless of who you are, regardless of where you come from, or regardless of how much money you have, struggles come to us all. When you're dealing with personal problems off the field, and you walk onto the field and you know that you have to play and perform for your teammates even though you're going through a personal crisis often. That's grit, and grit's one of those characteristics that I hope sticks with these kids for a long time, because it's going to allow you to be a champion later on in life, not just today, and it's not a short-term thing.
All of our guys have overcome a lot of adversity. You cannot be an individual in this program.
An Oakdale kind of guy is someone that doesn't hate hard work. He loves coming out here. He loves putting in 3 hours of hustle, 3 hours of hurting, and just coming out here and enjoying everything.
An Oakdale kind of guy is a very important individual. He is someone who has the mindset that he knows it's going to be hard and knows it won't be easy, but he goes out there anyways and tries his best and sells out.
To be a Mustang, you got to be tough mentally and physically, and you got to play your hardest every single play.
What it means to be a Mustang is to go through adversity and fight and push your teammates and push yourself and be the best that you can be for everyone in this community.
As far as being an Oakdale Mustang, I think it's kind of a brotherhood. The guys look at that, you never want to let down that legacy of teams and the guys, and everyone has that shared experience of putting on that jersey and going to the corral and enjoying the games and the community support.
We take our craft very serious because we don't want to let our community down. We want to make sure that we provide a quality product for kids, and we want to provide a quality product for our community. So we take a lot of pride, we take a lot of ownership, and I think that is something that's very unique with our program, because historically we have had that ownership, we have had that tie with the community, and we have felt a level of responsibility to provide a quality product for students as well as our citizenry.
Just seeing the kids and how they respond and the great community support they have here, seeing them develop as young men into, you know, being dads and things like that when you see them older and coming back and enjoying that part of it.
You know, we truly want to represent this community, and we love this community. Our kids love this community, and we get it. You know, as a football program, we truly get it that when we take the field on a Friday night, whether we're in the corral or we're on the road, we're representing 95361. We're representing the zip code, and we know that oftentimes we're the thing that unites this community. This football program is what unites this community, and it's not necessarily winning and losing that our community wants from us. What our community wants from us and what the leaders in this town expect from me is to put a product on the field that's going to fight, that's going to compete, that's going to be respectable, that's going to play with class, that's going to be the toughest team on the field, that's going to do things the right way.
The community just embraces and supports the school, the athletes. They're willing to go out for people in need and get what they need, you know, give them what they want. And so they're very supportive in this community. They demand a lot. They expect a lot out of it in return, but they're willing to give. So I think it's that culture where you have family members coming back, generations coming back. It produces that tradition and pride.
I really don't know what they were looking for. You know, but I know they're locked into numbers. So they count numbers in the box. Based on their formation and based on how we line up, they're looking for numbers in the box defensively. Oh, we did a good job up front. Oh, Mike Lever did a good job left tackle and shifting guys around. We ask our kids, do you love football or do you love what football brings you? Most people who play football love football for what football brings. It brings popularity, it brings girlfriends, it brings fame, it brings fortune. I think a lot of our kids do love football. I love football. I love football because it's hard. I want our kids to embrace the game that I love so much, and I love it because it's hard. If you truly love football, there's a place for you in this game. You know, there's no colors, there's no size, there's no height. A lot of sports now, it's being divided by socioeconomics, not football.
What I love most about football is legally being able to tear somebody's head off.
Some of our better football players come from nothing and have nothing. They play with an anger. They play with an internal rage. And if you truly love football, what that means is you embrace hard things and you're not afraid of it.
Well, my favorite part about football is going out there and being able to hit someone. There's nothing like it.
Oakdale kind of guy is someone who will have his brother's back no matter what. Even if you got to get in a fist fight, protect your brother to have his back, then you'll do whatever it takes.
That is one thing that has traditionally always set Oakdale people apart, is we do embrace that competition. We enjoy it, and when we get into competitive situations, more often than not, we come out on the winning side.
Being an Oakdale kind of guy, especially the guys the last couple of years, is you put the team before yourself, and you're willing to sacrifice a lot in your life, as far as even the coaches and the players, for one goal, and you're really focused on not letting the guy next to you down. You build that camaraderie, and being an Oakdale kind of guys willing to do what other guys around the area aren't.
We feel the energy from the community, and we feel the expectations every single year. We know what's expected of us, but our kids truly will give it up for each other, and give it up for our coaches, and give it up for this community.
Being a Mustang is something bigger than us. It's our whole team and in the years before us.
Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.